Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, December 5th, and I'm Kristen McDonald. This week on Norwood News, we get info on what's happening at the Library and Senior Center this month. We learn who the dazzling dancers will be at Norwood's Dancing with the Stars. And Mike Curran and Jeff Mahoney are back in the studio talking all things Friends of St. Nick. All this and more coming up on this week's Norwood News. Music is one of the few things that can still bring people together. Whether you solely listen to music or dream of making your own, we have a story for you about a music producer right here in town.
No matter your generation, we all have that music we love to listen to, and some of us decide to purely enjoy music as listeners, but others decide to create their own. Norwood resident and 2017 graduate of Zavarian Brothers High School, Ben Shields, has been producing music for the last 5 years under the production name Sonic Boom. Sonic
Boom started in 2020. I was in a basement with my friends, and we were all making music down there, and we thought, what would be a good name for a collective? And I was thinking about my sound in music and how I wanted it to be like supersonic, like fast, like in your face, explosive, loud. And then I also wanted some spacey components as well to it, and I just thought Sonic sounded cool. So I was originally going to be Sonic Boom. Then I turned into Sonic Kaboom because it just sounded cooler, and I got the Instagram handle clean. And I liked it more anyways. So when I really first started producing, I got my first digital audio workstation, which is a program that we make music on. I downloaded Logic and then FL Studio back then, and that's when I first started working on a computer. But I've been playing live instruments since first grade. I'm a trained snare drummer, so.
If Ben talking about drumming stirs a memory, you more than likely recognize him from his other music endeavor, drumming for the one and only Colonial Boys.
It allowed me to find my rhythm, it allowed me to find my passion for music, and it's such a fun, embracing environment, which is surrounded by a lot of my family. So I think it allowed me to build such a deep connection to music and a love for it, of creating. The Colonial Boys were founded in 1953 after the St. Catherine's Corps, Fife and Drum Corps, was dissolved. Believe it or not, St. Catherine's and Norwood did have a Fife and Drum Corps, which is pretty interesting because a lot of people don't know that. My history. So my grandfather, James Grover, he ran the Corps for a while, and I've been marching with the Corps. I was in the Junior Corps to start, and then eventually that transitioned into the regular Corps, and I've been marching with the regular Corps since about 2015. It's a part of me. Now, it helps that, we're standing in the headquarters of the Colonial Boys right now. This is where we keep all the drums, all the flags, a lot of the materials that we use when we march. And it's definitely a family affair for me. I mean, I have multiple uncles, my dad, my brother, my best friends, and then all the other guys are family now too, just from marching, even if we're not blood. It's a tradition that is dying. I feel less people are marching in Fife and Drum Corps. They're definitely less common, and I think it's very important to keep these types of groups alive for music and for culture.
While Ben's initial love for music came from the rhythm and marching associated with the Colonial Boys, one of his main interests while creating music himself was incorporating live instruments into each piece.
I've always loved rap music and music in general, but I particularly liked rap, and I actually play the ukulele as well. And something that I saw back in 2020 that I wanted to try was incorporating live instruments into rap, which has already been a pretty common theme, but not the ukulele. So I thought the ukulele would be cool, specifically in trap music. So essentially, I make beats or melodies, depending on the day. A melody in production terms it's all the elements of a beat without percussion. So it could be the piano, guitar, could be a bass, could be any sort of string instrument, it could be a synthesizer. So any sounds before percussion is added. I do a mix of both. I do percussion as well, but I definitely prioritize melodies on a day-to-day basis. I feel because I have the history of being a live musician that I like to play things in. I like to feel it physically. That's what I like to make music. I love using those sounds, and a lot of those are from early 2000s, some of the best synths, early 2000s, 90s, 80s, and it's really cool to incorporate that into modern music as well.
Sonica Boom has been on more songs than you might realize, with some major artists you might know.
Yeah. Hold on.
The process on how these collaborations come about isn't as simple as sitting in the studio with these big names. Music collabs nowadays can come from anywhere.
Sometimes it comes from traveling, going to studios, whether I'm in Atlanta, New York, LA, Miami, different cities, or Boston. Other times, most of the placements come remotely. So from working with different people over the internet and sending different content and everybody putting their flavor onto the music, onto the beat, onto the piece of production. And it's a team game, it really is. The days of producing songs by yourself, I'm not gonna say they're over, but that's rare. Usually there are multiple producers on it, putting their taste onto the beat. So a lot of that collaboration happens through the internet. A lot of times through social media apps, like Instagram's a major one. Most producers that I meet are through Instagram.
Some people get into industries such as this looking for money and aiming for fame. But the thing Ben is looking for is just to make good music, including all the background music during this interview.
Part of me. It's not a question. It's just something, wake up, brush my teeth, go to work. I like to work out, stay healthy, and I make music. It's just what it is. It's not even a thought. I wish I had a cooler, more creative, deeper answer, but that's just really what it is. It's just, it's everyday life. And it brings such a comfort to my soul, such relaxation to the chaos of the world. When you're in that space and you're just making music, there's nothing else matters. It's just you and the music. It's not the industry. I don't love the industry. I've met a lot of amazing people in the industry, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. It's not the major placements. I'm so grateful to have the major placements, and I'm so grateful that they exist. But it's not about the placements. It's not about fame. It's about the creating of the music and the final product and making songs that I like to listen to and the process of creating, if that makes sense. It's not the traveling, it's not being in front of the cameras. That stuff's cool, I don't mind any of that, but it's about, when I'm working with people in person, collaborating over the internet, or just by myself, that feeling of making something and then having that finished product that you're really proud of, it's a cool feeling, and I wouldn't trade that for the world.
The Friends of Norwood Center is holding its second annual window decorating contest. Learn how you can be part of this stunning new tradition.
This holiday season, Norwood is lighting up like never before. Join us for the second annual Friends of Norwood Center and Norwood Rotary Club Business Window Competition. Now through December 18th, stroll past Norwood businesses and check out the dazzling displays from our local entrepreneurs. You're not just sightseeing, you're the judge. Cast your vote for the People's Choice Award and help choose the window that steals the show. A complete list of participating businesses as well as information on how to vote can be found on the Friends of Norwood Center website. Support local shops, soak up the holiday magic, and be part of a Norwood tradition. Bring your family, bring your friends, and bring your holiday spirit. Norwood is set to sparkle. Will you be there to see it?
Join in the holiday celebrations at the Town Common for the lighting of the menorah to mark the first night of Hanukkah. Come together with the community to share in this warm and meaningful tradition as we welcome the holiday of light and hope.
The High Center of Canton will host its annual giant menorah lighting on Sunday, December 14th at 6 p.m. on the Town Common. Everyone is invited to join this festive holiday tradition. The menorah, located directly across from Town Hall, will shine brightly as the community comes together to celebrate with lively music, delicious latkes, and donuts. Bring the whole family for an evening of warmth, celebration, and holiday spirit.
The Norwood Circle of Hope has announced the contestants for the 2026 Dancing with the Norwood Stars. Let's take a look.
It's that time again, and the 2026 Dancing with the Norwood Stars contestants have been chosen. Dancing with the Norwood Stars isn't just a fundraiser, it's a community-building event that gives residents a chance to come together, dance, support neighbors, show solidarity, and have fun, all while supporting the Circle of Hope. This year's dancers are Karen Broderick, Tenia Kanolik, Christopher Lipscomb, Maria Rondinelli Lopez, Michael O'Connor, and Tim Rose. You can watch them show off their moves live Friday, April 3rd on the NCM Community Channel.
When Norwood News returns, we check out this year's holiday extravaganza. Shannon Brent has the latest in school news, and Ron Marshalsea recaps the 96th Thanksgiving game.
Hello everybody, Carrie McCarthy, the director of the Norwood Senior Center. I'm here to give you an update on all things happening at the Senior Center during the month of December. We have many different activities booked for you this month. It's a very festive month here at the Senior Center. We're starting with Synergy Home Care, and they're going to be coming here doing some cookie decorating with us on Monday, December 8th at 12:30. So please sign up. They're also going to do a brief presentation on some safety in the community. We have our monthly floral class with Pat. She's going to be doing a beautiful holiday floral arrangement, so please sign up for that as well. On Thursday, December 11th, we have Game Show with Kevin Richmond. You know Kevin comes here every month and has a great audience, and we play a lot of fun games, and that is sponsored by Victoria Haven this month. On December 16th at 12:30, we have a really great presentation by Bridges of Epic. Alicia Seaver is going to be returning to the center to talk about normal aging versus memory loss. They're going to prepare us a beautiful lunch as well, so please sign up for that because that will fill up. We have our Christmas breakfast buffet for all our exercise classes on Friday, December 19th, with a little treat from the Mustang Pre-K coming down to sing some holiday tunes for us. An additional festivity that we're doing this year is a New Year's Eve party, but we're doing it a day earlier. So on December 30th, join us here for a pizza luncheon and a DJ, and we're going to celebrate and bring in 2026 all together here at the center. We wish you a great holiday season, and please come join us.
The 34th Annual Friends of St. Nick Luncheon will take place on Friday, December 12th, 2025 at the Four Points Sheraton on Route 1. This year, the Friends of St. Nick are proud to honor the 2025 Person of the Year, Tim McDonough. Tim recently retired after 27 years as president of the Circle of Hope, where he led numerous fundraising efforts and helped raise $1.5 million to support individuals and families facing financial hardship. His leadership and dedication have had a lasting impact on the community. In addition to his work with the Circle of Hope, Tim is a past president of the Norwood Scholarship Foundation and continues to serve as its vice president, demonstrating his ongoing commitment to helping others. As always, the luncheon will be broadcast live on the NCM Community Channel. If you can't join in person, please tune in and help celebrate and honor Tim McDonough for his many contributions.
The Recreation Department's 2025 Holiday Extravaganza fought off the rain last Sunday for a good time for the whole family.
Hey Norwood, Sam White here. I'm at the 2025 Holiday Extravaganza. We're dodging the raindrops currently, but the day is going on. The forts have just showed up. We've had some great performances from the Madrigals. We have band gig coming on next. We have s'mores rolling. Caricatures here. We have actually an ice sculpture that's being sculpted right now, and we're having a good day. So we're excited for Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus to make their appearance, and we'll keep the day going.
Recently, Norwood police have been responding to multiple serious incidents, including a homicide investigation, a multi-town car chase involving stolen vehicles, and an armed robbery that resulted in the seizure of guns and drugs.
Norwood police have been responding to a number of serious incidents over the past several weeks, including a homicide investigation, a multi-town pursuit involving stolen vehicles, and an armed robbery that led to a major gun and drug seizure. Norwood police have arrested multiple suspects, including 2 juveniles, after an armed robbery on Woodbine Road on the evening of Monday, November 24th. Investigators say a group of masked individuals robbed 2 teens of an electric bike and clothing and threatened to shoot them. The search led officers to a 2-family home on 382-384 Walpole Street, where Metro SWAT detained 8 people and recovered 3 handguns hidden in a toilet tank. The second residence was also searched, leading to the seizure of 32 grams of crack cocaine. Alexia Porter faces 16 firearm charges, and the 2 juveniles are charged with armed robbery. The investigation continues. At approximately 1:50 a.m. on Saturday, November 29th, 7 juveniles are facing charges after 2 stolen vehicles led officers on multiple pursuits across several towns. Officers spotted an Infiniti SUV and a red Lincoln making an illegal U-turn on Route 1 before both vehicles fled. Moments later, police learned that the Infiniti was stolen and the Lincoln had just been taken from Pleasant Street, and that both were tied to the shoplifting incident at a nearby mobile station. A pursuit continued into Dedham, where the stolen Infiniti crashed. 3 juveniles ran, but officers located 2 of them nearby, and a third was detained at the crash scene. The driver escaped. The stolen Lincoln was later spotted again, triggering a second pursuit that continued down Route 1 until Foxborough police deployed spike strips, causing it to crash into a guardrail. All occupants, juveniles aged 13 to 15 from Worcester and Boston, were taken into custody and evaluated at a hospital. Norwood police praised the coordinated response from multiple surrounding departments, calling the teamwork critical to safely apprehending the suspects. Later that day, 25-year-old Anton C. Dowling of Boston was found injured at 9 Hoyle Street. He was transported to Beth Israel Deacon's Hospital, Needham, where he was pronounced dead. While initially believed to be a shooting, the medical examiner later determined Dowling died from injuries caused by a sharp object. Isaiah Pierre Mike, 19, of Norwood, who lives at 9 Hoyle Street, was arrested and is expected to be arraigned on December 2nd in Dedham District Court. He faces manslaughter and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Norwood Police and Massachusetts State Police, under the Norfolk District Attorney's Office, are investigating. Authorities say there is no threat to the public. We want to thank the Norwood Police for continuing to keep our town safe.
The end of 2025 is right around the corner, and Library Director Clayton Cheever is here to share the final moral moment of the year.
Greetings, library lovers. Welcome to the Morrill Memorial Library, Norwood's public library for everyone. Happy December. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and are feeling upbeat about the end of 2025. The library will be closing at noon on December 24th and December 31st, and staying closed on the 25th and January 1st, so our staff can enjoy some much-deserved time off. Every other day this month, we'll be opening from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, from 10 to 5 on Fridays, 9 to 5 on Saturdays, and 1 to 5 on Sundays. I'm Clayton Cheever, your library director, and I use he, his pronouns. Now I'm going to tell you about some things happening at the library this month, recommend some books, and tell you about some other ways you can benefit from your library. Parents are really excited to sign up to learn how to use sign language to communicate with young children in this month's weekly interactive and playful Baby Sign and Play workshops with Cheryl White of Baby Needs. Happening at our satellite location, the Poirier Village Center, first 4 Mondays of the month, this program is part of our Programs for Coordinated Family and Community Engagement. That's CFCE for short, which is funded and supported in partnership with the Department of Early Education and the Norwood Housing Authority. Registration is required for each week's program, so set a calendar reminder and make sure you grab one of these coveted spots. We will manage a wait list for each session when they fill up, and the first one filled up pretty quickly. Reach out to our CFCE coordinator, Liz Hogrel, to learn more. We are partnering with the Health and Social Services Consortium, also known as HESCO, for a conversation on Thursday evening, December 11th. As we age, there's a new lifestyle to navigate, medical help to seek, and many other future considerations to account for. We are all bound to have many questions about the resources available in the community that will help us age well in place. Join us to learn about the long-term services HESCO offers for older adults and adults with disabilities. Attendance is free and registration is required, so visit our website or give us a call today to reserve a seat. When times are tough, and we don't have to face them alone. There are a lot of resources available, but finding them can be exceptionally challenging. We are excited to announce a new initiative to help ease the process of getting help. We're calling it Community Connections. We'll meet on the third Wednesday of every month from noon until 2 with partners from Riverside Community Care to explore ways to strengthen connections with the people and supports around us. Drop in, bring your lunch or a coffee, and discover tools to promote balance, resilience, and wellness. The Connect to Recovery Coaching Program is a pilot program through the Norfolk County 8 Collaborative, funded by participating communities using settlement funds from opioid manufacturers, distributors, and pharmacies. No registrations required for this drop-in program. Now, let's talk about a game changer. Consumer Reports. Imagine having expert, well-researched advice on all the latest and greatest gift ideas at your fingertips. Well, guess what? With your library card, you get exclusive access to Consumer Reports. It's like having a personal shopping guru right in your pocket. You can find a link on our website in the alphabetical list of online resources under the Reference and Research menu. As we close out the year here at the Morrow Memorial Library, I want to share a few wonderful books that remind us of love, connection, and renewal, perfect themes for this season of reflection and new beginnings. First up is The Love Letter by Annika Aldamui Denise. This adorable picture book shows how a simple note can brighten a day and strengthen friendships. With its warm illustrations and gentle message, it celebrates the ripple effect of kindness when three forest friends discover a mysterious letter. Next is Rabbit Rabbit by Dory Hillstad Butler and Sunshine Bacon. This relatable story follows two cousins who uncover family secrets and discover unexpected common ground. It's a thoughtful exploration of resilience and how young voices can bring healing across generations. For our more experienced readers, I recommend The Lodge by Kayla Olson. Set in a cozy Vermont resort, this novel blends romance, mystery, and self-discovery as a ghostwriter and a missing pop star uncover hidden truths. It's a cozy winter read, full of the spark of new beginnings. And finally, I'm happy to share The Comfort Book by Matt Haig. I love how one reviewer described this as a handful of pearls amid a pile of empty oyster shells. It has some profound insights and also some lighter reflections from the author's struggles with depression. Open this book for some encouragement, perspective, and a reminder of the strength found in small moments. This morning, I read a newspaper article about the challenges facing modern meteorologists when they work to predict the weather amid increasingly extreme conditions. A lover of music, I appreciate Bob Dylan's observation, you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. But why not up your weather game and check out this cool weather station to track temperature, humidity, wind speed, and more. We have this and so many other great games, musical instruments, puzzles, electronics, and more in our Library of Things. Visit our website and browse our Library of Things from the Books and More menu to see what other treasures we have waiting for you. Before I sign off, I want to thank our dear friends of the library. Any time the library is open, you can browse their ongoing book sale in the nook just by the door to our parking lot. Proceeds from the Friends sales provide support for library programs throughout the year, including the funds for crafts and supplies for programs for kids and teens. This month, they also provided the funds for the gift wrapping station you're welcome to come use all month long, our coffee cupping program with Rod Fitzgibbons, and our monthly puzzle race. Please, make sure you have an active membership in the Friends and support them whenever possible, as they make possible so much of what we present here. We are so grateful for all the support. And that's a wrap for this Morrow Moment. I'm Clayton Cheever, your guide through the wonders of the library, wishing you a joyful December. We can't wait to see you at the library. Until next time, happy reading.
Now we're going to send it over to Shannon Brent with everything happening in school news.
I'm Shannon Brent, and let's check out what's happening in our Norwood schools. In Norwood High School news, congratulations to the November Students of the Month, Sam Sullivan and Ryan Needham. The Coakley Middle School will be having their very first concert in the new school. The winter concerts will be held on Tuesday, December 16th, Wednesday, December 17th, and Thursday, December 18th. They will be recorded by CMS TV student James Mulbright and rebroadcasted on NCM throughout the holiday season. The Prescott School held its monthly Character Strong Assembly to honor students nominated for Student of the Month for gratitude. During the month of November, staff noticed students who show appreciation and represent the character trait of gratitude. The nominees were from first grade, Ava Roman Paisley, from second grade, Maddie Roman Clenham, from third grade, Laura Nalali, from fourth grade, Giovanna Lucas Elena Sophia. Next up, students learned about the character trait of responsibility for the month of December. Stay tuned next month to see who Prescott's next Students of the Month will be. The Oldham School held their monthly school-wide assembly to recognize their responsibility role models. These students consistently show what it truly means to be responsible, using the Character Strong definition, doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, and owning your choices. Teachers nominated students who demonstrate responsibility in big and small ways, staying focused in class, taking care of materials, being dependable partners, and making choices that help their school community thrive. They also spotlighted students who have shown exceptional responsibility in ST Math, meeting goals, staying on task, and using their learning time wisely. Their dedication is helping them grow as learners and leaders. The assembly was filled with cheers, proud smiles, and a strong sense of community as they celebrated the students who make Oldham a better place every day. The Cleveland School had lots to share about at last week's assemblies, as certificates were awarded to students who have personified the character strong traits of kindness, respect, and responsibility. Also at the Cleveland, winter had an early start as students participated in a school-wide Wonderland craft session. With the help of the PTO, doors and hallways were decorated with ice skates, snowflakes, penguins, skiers, and snow owls. It's a yummy time of the year at the LMPA. The Little Mustangs talked about Thanksgiving and the different foods they may see. Children have painted cornucopias and read books like Thanks for Thanksgiving and Bear Says Thanks. The students played a game called Yes Please and No Thank You, where students were offered a plate with a picture of a food. They say yes please if they would like it or no thank you if they want to pass. This is a favorite game and a great way to practice for their Thanksgiving Day feast. The Little Mustangs have been practicing their table manners during snack and lunch as well. The students love making their balloons and parading. LMPA just wrapped up their annual food drive for the Norwood Pantry. It was a great success. The Little Mustangs are thankful for good food and friends. The Willett kindergartners had a balloon over Broadway parade. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome to the Willett. The kids have been working really hard. I'm Mrs. Stenstrom.
And I'm Mrs. Reynolds, and welcome to the second annual Balloons Over Broadway Willett Extravaganza. The kids have really been working hard to get ready.
Let's take a look at what they've done. That was fantastic.
It really truly was. The building is buzzing with energy. Let's take a peek at what Mrs. Lambrinos and Mrs. Skunnick are up to.
Hello, live from A8 in Norwood, Massachusetts. We are so excited here for our parade. The balloons are ready, the kids are ready, Mrs. Skunnick and I are ready, and we just can't wait. We're so excited. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Absolutely amazing.
A-Wing is rocking it.
It sure is.
But now let's check out what's going on in C-Wing.
All right, over to Mrs. Carroll.
Hey, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the Sea Wing. We got balloons flying, we have kids smiling. We can't wait for the parade.
It's a beautiful day here at the Willet, and we are ready to celebrate a little bit of gratitude.
All right, let's have some fun.
That's a wrap up on this week's school news. Thank you to all the teachers who keep us in the loop with their updates. It really helps to see the wonderful things happening in our schools. Reporting for Norwood School News, I'm Shannon Brent. And now here's Ron Marshalsea with the latest update in sports.
I'm Ron Marshalsea, and this is your sports update. The football team hosted the Turkey Day rival Dedham Marauders at Murray Field last Thursday morning, and the Mustangs ultimately decided the Frank Wall Sal Tody Trophy just looks better sitting at 245 Nickel Street. Norwood won the 96 meeting 42-0, with quarterback Kevin Roach getting the scoring started for the Mustangs on a short run, followed by a pick by John Wallington to eventually set up this touchdown run by Chase Chastanet before the end of the first quarter. Roach found Sam Larkey to put Norwood up by 21, then he used his legs and did his best Jack Dwyer impression to go up 28. Roach actually hit the 1,000-yard rushing mark in his final game in a Mustang uniform. Roach then found Larkey again at the beginning of the fourth, and the final touchdown of the day came from the arm of freshman Joe Larkey to his older brother and senior Sam Larkey.
Deep ball to Larkey, and it's a touchdown. His first varsity pass. Is it
12 is
young Larky? It's one brother to the other. It's the freshman Larky.
This is as good of a Thanksgiving game as you can ask for if you're a Mustang fan, and the turkeys in Norwood definitely tasted a lot better later that day. NCM pulled out all the stops for the 96th Thanksgiving meeting between these two teams, including two NHS Field reporters, Isla Wilson and Sophie Brogadier, catching up with numerous people throughout the game, including the four senior captains, after the 42-0 Turkey Day win.
All right, so we know this is your last game of senior year, the Thanksgiving game. How meaningful was it to you guys to win this game really big?
It was awesome. One of the best moments of my life right there.
It's a great feeling knowing that you're going out with one more win. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, just knowing you're going out for your last game, getting a win, feels great. So we're just happy to be able to celebrate after.
I wouldn't have wanted it to end any other way, and I want to shout out Levels Nursery.
And now you guys have been leaders on this team for the whole season. What do you guys hope that the underclassmen have taken away from you?
I hope they take away just how to play hard, fast football and just be teammates, be good teammates to each other.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent for next year, so I think we'll put it all together, get a lot of wins, but they just have fun and keep going with it.
I hope that they take away not to give up. If they see me down, just keep on fighting.
Yeah, just to work hard every play and don't take anything for granted.
Thank you guys so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
And during our last sports update, we talked about the Quinn and McDonough families supporting senior Sean Quinn of the Plymouth State football team on senior day, but just after we finished and uploaded that update, more accolades came Quinn's way. He was named the Massachusetts State Collegiate Athletic Conference Lineman of the Year and was one of 6 senior offensive linemen to earn all New England honors. Quinn anchored the Plymouth State's offensive line, helping the Panthers rush for more than 2,100 yards and score 332 points, both the second highest totals in the league. The line also allowed the second fewest sacks and tackles for loss in the MASCAC. Plymouth State finished 8-2, 7-2 in conference, earning a share of the regular season title in a 3-way tie, the program's second since joining the league in 2013. And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea, and Norwood News will be right back after this break. What is Community Access Television? Community Access Television programs are produced by Norwood residents who may or may not have professional experience. Part of Norwood Community Media's mission is to provide residents the opportunity to create programs using a professional studio and equipment. Norwood Community Media provides the studio, equipment, and technical support, but has no input in the content of the program. The opinions and views expressed on community access programs are strictly those of the program's producers and participants. To learn more about community access, please reach out to Norwood Community Media.
At the Board of Selectmen's meeting this week, the Board of Assessors presented the annual tax levy review. Town Assessor Tim McDonough, along with Board of Assessors members James Grover and Bob Thornton, outlined the impact of different tax levy percentages. Each year, the Selectmen hold a public hearing as required by law to determine the tax levy. Selectmen Donnelly and Plasko shared their thoughts.
Mr. McDonough mentioned that these were estimates, average houses and so forth, and we're not approving these numbers, we're approving the shift.
Correct.
Technically, you could have a little math changes.
It could be pennies, but actually.
Once we set that shift, you can do your work and get the tax bills up.
We'll be getting right on it, because we want to get the tax bills out sooner than later by law.
We have some very good choices up there that we haven't had in years past. Typically, I think the increase for the average residential has probably been $325, $350 a year. And look what we're looking at here. So it's tremendous. A lot of that, as has already been pointed out, is the new growth, and particularly the new growth, the incredible new growth from the commercial. Now, decision time.
Mr. Plasko?
Yes.
I'll offer a motion to set the tip factor rate at 71%. I can speak on that. I think that two things strike me is that looking at the combined chart, this results in still results in a lower tax rate on the residential side, 9.82. And on the commercial side, I think it keeps the percent change for commercial under 3%. So I kind of think it's a nice sweet spot, if you will. And at 71%, it offers us future opportunities to consider 72, 73, 74, 75% shift factors in the future, which if they're available. So I think this is an opportunity to recognize relief for the taxpayer, keep the impact to commercial rates fairly minimal, and gives us some flexibility in future years concerning the use of the tip factor. So that's my motion.
So seconded by Mrs. Saad. I agree with your comments. Just to reiterate, for the average homeowner, that's an annual reduction in your tax assessment of $19. I think it's been since before Proposition 2.5 that we've had a tax reduction. So it's kind of incredible. I didn't think I'd ever see it again, but I stayed long enough.
Following that, School Superintendent Dr. Tim Luff updated the board and the community on the changes implemented throughout the Norwood school system. Luff expressed interest in continuing to appear before the board to keep communication flowing beyond the town meeting floor. The final public hearing of the evening was the transfer of the all-alcoholic beverage license, the common vehicular license, and renewing the lease from the Old Colonial Cafe to its new owners, Joe Tropiano and Michelle Jewell of Gemma's Kitchen and Bar. Selectman Plasko, as well as the rest of the board, expressed their thanks to Paul Angelo for his generosity to the town over the years and congratulated him on his next chapter in life. The Board of Selectmen will meet again on December 16th. On Wednesday, Norwood High School Principal Cindy Durain presented to the school committee, highlighting the advanced placement programming. Durain shared a brief video with the committee and explained how AP participation has blossomed at NHS. She read letters from AP students who felt that the advanced placement courses gave them a head start in college.
So a former student who's at Purdue wrote to our AP chemistry teacher that the AP Chem course had her feeling basically like she was coasting through her first college science class, and the training that she received saved her time and stress. An AP research student from the class of 2025 noted that they're having a much easier time in comparison to their classmates during their first year of college, having developed critical thinking and communication skills in the capstone program.
Following Principal Durain's presentation, the school committee was briefed on policy changes in several areas. Longtime committee member Teresa Stewart questioned some of the Massachusetts Association of School Committees policy recommendations.
Questions on this one?
I think you're going to get there, but we're taking things out because we're putting it into another policy.
You got it.
Yep. Which, as you said, was a lot of the feedback that we had on our first go around. Splitting it actually solved most of the problems that we had raised with it.
And it clearly articulates that these are two different things.
Okay.
You graduate from high school in Norwood by doing these things, and there are state requirements, and this is what that looks like in Norwood.
Just broad feedback. Again, when we went through the policy audit, we had said at the time if there were things that were state law, they didn't belong in policy. So why
it would be great, but the state's requiring us to have this
Yeah.
policy by law and submit it to them by December 31st.
Yes.
Your frustration is really with mass.
All the people we worked with at MSC have retired, but I'm going to call them.
You should. But this is a great example.
The actual law is to have a policy.
Yeah.
So the actual law is that the competency determination shall exist. It used to be addressed through MCAS. That didn't happen, so you have to meet that law in some other way, so it's through a
But
policy.
don't we have it in this policy already?
Yes, but
Not the
based on the
competency
discussions
requirement.
and then once the mass recommendations came out, we thought it best to.
The original
high
single-
school diploma graduation requirements, I told you guys to vote no on too. And then the second piece is replacing the what is it, competency determination, which used to be MCAS, is now not a part of it, and that's that piece.
When they were mashed together in one, it was very sticky. And Judith and I were both like, no. That's why we talked about it through a couple. And then Mask apparently listened to the conversation that the policy subcommittee had and
I
put
think a lot of school committees were just like,
We're like,
what are
what
we
the
supposed to
heck?
do?
Yeah.
How are we going to figure this out?
And so then they split it into two, which resolved the confusion that the single policy was having.
The school committee will meet again on December 17th. The Zoning Board of Appeals met Tuesday evening and approved a special permit for an addition to a single-family home at 70 Casey Street. The board then held a public hearing for 588 Pleasant Street regarding an appeal of a zoning violation related to open lot storage and parking of large commercial vehicles, with attorney David Hearns speaking for the applicant and building commissioner Gary Pelletier speaking on the appeal. The board voted to reduce the commissioner's $56,400 fine to $15,000. The meeting concluded with a discussion of potential updates to rules, regulations, and standard conditions, including deadlines for submitting materials, waiver considerations, and stormwater mitigation requirements. Director of Veteran Services Derek Wennerstrand explains how you can help honor fallen veterans this holiday season.
Season's greetings from the Norwood Veterans Office. I wanted to take a moment to share this year's Wreaths Across America event with you. On Saturday, December 13th at noon, Ecolab and the Norwood DPW, in partnership with Wreaths Across America, will be having the annual laying of the wreaths on the graves of Norwood veterans at Highland Cemetery. This year's theme for the event is Keep Moving Forward. To help share that theme, speakers will be focusing on stories of overcoming adversity and finding their purpose. After the speeches, the laying of the wreaths commences. We welcome all to attend and volunteer to help. The overall event doesn't take long, and it's another teachable moment to help bring recognition to our military and veterans for their sacrifices. You can also sponsor a wreath and donate to the mission by searching MAHOPC Wreaths Across America on your computer or mobile device. This will take you to the donation page for Highland and Old Parish cemeteries. Over the past 30 years, Wreaths Across America has donated millions of dollars back to the military and veteran causes. We hope to see you on the 13th, but if not, enjoy the holidays and have a happy new year.
A beloved holiday tradition in Norwood is the annual Friends of St. Nick Luncheon. Committee members Mike Curran and Jeff Mahoney share all the details about this year's event with Jack McCarthy.
Hello, I'm Jack McCarthy, and it's that time of the year again. I'm joined by Mike Curran and Jeff Mahoney. It can only mean it's time for Friends of St. Nick.
That's right.
Gentlemen,
Yahtzee. Yep.
what number of years is this now?
34.
34, that's
34,
amazing. That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
So everybody knows what it is, but tell them real quick. It's a dinner, kicks off the holiday.
Kicks off the holiday. Friends of St. Nick, we've been lovingly stealing from Friends of St. Patrick and Walpole for 34 years now, but our whole goal is to raise money for Dana-Farber for cancer research, at the same time honoring someone from Norwood, from the community who deserves recognition, low key.
And this year it is?
It is. I haven't heard of him. This guy Timmy McDonough. Not sure. I don't know how many McDonoughs are in Norwood. I don't know if there's many.
No, I don't think so.
No, but yeah, we'll be honoring Timmy.
Yeah, great guy, and well deserved. And you know, someday you're going to run out of people, but you really don't, because someone's always there, and you say, oh, that, you know, next year we should do that guy or that woman.
That's right.
And it's great. So, a big deal this year when you guys were at Dana-Farber.
Yep.
They unveiled a new room.
They did. Yeah, they did. And you know, speaks to the town of Norwood, but every year we still have the same outpouring. The last 4 years, we've eclipsed $50,000 per event for a luncheon, which isn't bad. So this year we were able to donate Friends of St. Nick infusion room. So we got to see it. Mouse didn't make it in. He had other priorities going on. There was traffic.
But it's kind of a cool thing if you're over at Dana-Farber.
It's incredible.
On the door it says
Friends of St. Nick infusion room.
Yeah,
and it's awesome. You know, you walk around, you see all the doctors, everything goes on, and it makes those 34 years all worth it. We're just fortunate to be part of putting it on, but it's a great space, great room, and says Friends of St. Nick right on there. So
yeah. So I'm told the event is sold out. So unfortunately, if you're watching us right now, you can't go. But
no, well, Kibby will be scalping tickets. He's trying to make a couple extra bucks. We'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Venmo.
But you can always give.
Yes.
So tell us how they would do that.
Yep. Friendsofstnick.org, FOSN.org, and any raffle items, anything like that. It is obviously going to be on Norwood Community Media, so you're able to watch there. And you certainly can give there, and we're excited about it. So.
And we never even said the date.
Well, it's coming up Friday, December 12th. So.
What time's the bar opening?
8 a.m.
Yeah, well,
Not
we're going
there.
to tell the 4 points about that.
No, it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock
yeah.
cocktail hour. And honestly, folks that can't make it, and we've come on every year with you, Jack, and you're very supportive. We just want to thank everyone for supporting whether you come or not. And thanks to NCM for covering it, because you're able to see it, and we'll have folks from Dana-Farber there telling you where the money goes and how important the research is. It's not just another day. We can see specifically how we're making a difference.
Right.
And honoring a guy like Timmy McDonough, that makes a difference in and of itself.
Oh, absolutely.
So
We're
deserving.
probably only about 2 years off from $1 million. So the more we can do in the next couple of years.
Unless you want to bridge that gap a little bit. You're doing all right in retirement?
I'm on a fixed income. They don't pay me enough to substitute teach up here. But anyway, every year you guys put in a lot of work. I mean, I can't believe you have a meeting every week. But
I know. Twice a week. Twice a week I go to my dad. But
some people will get that, some won't.
No, they won't. Okay. It's the inside jokes.
But so thanks for everything that you guys do, because I know it's a labor of love for you guys. But,
it's a great board, great people, but we're fortunate. You have folks like NCM who give us the platform every year, and we're excited about what's to come. So many good things.
And don't forget, if you're not going to able to be there, you can watch it live streaming on NCM. It'll probably kick off around.
Right around noon. Yeah,
right around noon.
Yep.
Okay, and then they'll shut it off before.
There's a little gap
before
I get up there.
What's
There's a little gap in there somewhere. But if you want to see the appropriate, honoring of Timmy McDonough and with Dana-Farber. Yeah.
All right.
We'll be there.
Thank you, and back to the news.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Norwood News. For the latest updates and stories, be sure to follow Norwood Community Media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just a reminder to our audience that next week's Norwood News will be the last one of 2025. The following week, we will recap the top stories of the year. Thanks for tuning in, and from all of us here at NCM, have a great weekend.